Hello and welcome to Taylor's Tidbits, episode number 5. As you can tell, we're not in Spokane right now.
This ain't no Kansas.
It's very true. We're in Hawaii. This is a bit of a special episode because of that. It'll be also a bit shorter. And to be honest, I don't even know what we're going to talk about. So this is going to be a fun time. So let's start out with this one, Taylor. You were were you expelled or you sent home? Why did you have to talk with the principal?
Okay, so
let me
this was
story.
So let me get you back to the beginning. I was in second grade, and so this is a long story, so I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible. Apparently, as far as I remember, I told some kid, and I quote, "I'm gonna kill you." And as a second grader, you shouldn't be taking that. As a full-grown adult, I'm talking to the principal here. You shouldn't be taking something like that seriously from a second grader. Literal. So I think it was a minor overreaction. Anyway, the school I went to was next to another high school, and there was a cop there. His name is, I don't know if he's going to see it, but anyway, his name's Deputy Duncan. That's literally his name. And anyway.
You think Deputy Duncan listens to the Taylor's Tidbits podcast? No, you don't think so? That's a shame.
Anyway, so I got talking to by that Mr. Duncan. And yeah. I think it was, honestly, I think it was just an overreaction by the principal. And I hated that principal. Miss Sylvan, you could, I don't know, go somewhere. Anywhere but here, honestly. Well, she's not here, but I did not like that principal. She probably did not like me. And she had these long nails, or not toenails, fingernails. And she would always I was a bad boy back in elementary school. I was in the office.
Yeah, Taylor?
I'd probably was sent to the principal office 5 or 6 separate occasions.
Only 5? I was expecting
and
more.
And she would always do this or
the clicking of the
nails on her desk or something.
Oh.
And she was something else. Let me tell you that. So that's kind of my story on how...
So you're saying that the cops were called on you by the principal when you were a second grader?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
I think it's a overreaction. I don't know about you, but...
Maybe a tad of an overreaction, but that's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, anything you want to add? Your opinion on it?
The cops were never called on me, other than my birds.
A whole bunch of birds.
There are so many birds.
Oh my goodness, we're being surrounded. There's
at least 20.
There's a pigeon just...
He's strutting.
Strutting in.
I really hope that he comes and says hi. Yeah.
There's another pigeon right behind. Yeah.
Their heads bob. Look at them go.
They bobbing though. They do be vibing. So yeah, obviously we're in Hawaii, but we're on the island of Oahu.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. To the left, we got people doing paddleboard yoga. They do whatever they do. I'm not judging. I don't have no authority to judge. So they do whatever they do, I guess. And here in Hawaii.
There goes one of them.
Down goes Fraser. Anyway.
So what was your favorite part of being in Hawaii this trip?
Pearl Harbor, definitely.
Pearl Harbor.
I really like that.
Yes, we were able to go on both the Arizona and the Missouri, which was really cool. That's where I got this hat. Mighty Mo.
The Mo.
Yeah.
Mo money, Mo problems.
I don't think that's what Mo stands for.
Yes, I know. It was a terrible job. Anyway, so last time I was here in Hawaii, I went to Pearl Harbor, but the Arizona Memorial was closed because they're doing the boardwalk thing. And And so I'm just glad I got to do that. So, and I got to go into Missouri again. So.
Oh, she's gonna fall again, isn't she? I'm sorry. This is distracting.
Viewers.
Yeah,
currently
we'll have our editor add in a picture or two of.
Currently, we are looking at the paddleboard yogurt.
Yogurt.
Say
yogurt, yeah.
Yoga. Yoga.
It's rather amusing.
Yeah.
Before they were.
They're doing the crane, I guess.
I don't think that's the crane. I'll be honest.
Whatever. I don't do yoga, so.
Yeah.
There's one big fella on there that probably shouldn't be on a paddleboard, but I mean, who am I to judge?
Are you fat shaming right now?
No, I'm not fat shaming.
So, what was your favorite part of Pearl Harbor, do you think? Because we went to a number of different things at Pearl Harbor.
I think the Arizona Memorial and the Missouri.
Yeah. So the two things that we did there.
Yeah.
It was really cool seeing how the sailors lived in the Missouri, because it was like actually really nice like quarters in there, especially compared to like some of the submarines that you can see, stuff like that. It's actually really nice living quarters in the Missouri, and it was really cool how to see I mean like how the captain lived versus like the other sailors and all of that jazz. It was pretty cool.
And I enjoyed the Arizona Memorial because I didn't realize how big the turret hole was.
That thing was massive.
I didn't realize how big that ship actually was until I got up in person and see it.
Seeing it from the buoy to the buoy, seeing how long it was, it's crazy.
And I thought that was really cool. I mean, and the oil still
leaking. The oil still
apparently
leaking.
From what I know, there's like still like 500,000 gallons of fuel left in the ship.
And the reason for that is the tour guide said, or I don't know if the tour guide, just the lady that was admitting us onto the boat to go over there, she was saying that they just had filled up the Arizona right the day before December 7th, 1941, when Pearl Harbor happened. The day before, so there is 1 million gallons.
I think it was like 1.2 million gallons of fuel.
Whatever it was. It was a
insane.
crazy amount. And so that's why it's still leaking today,
and
which is really cool.
The ship burned for like 2 days.
Yeah, because of all the oil in there.
And I don't know, that was just a really somber, moving. It kind of was like, wow.
Yeah,
and there's still people trapped inside.
It's insane. Yeah, it was like over 900 people still trapped down there.
And what really struck home to me, at least, some of those guys were probably 19, same age as me, probably even younger, 18 or 17 almost. And it's just kind of strange to think that they never really got to have a life. I mean, they never really got to have a chance to live, I guess.
Yeah.
Which kind of, I mean, was very, very sad.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what was your favorite part of the trip?
I really liked going on the Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing those massive guns, and like I said before, seeing how the sailors lived, it was really cool. And I also really liked the hike that we did earlier today. It was just a beautiful view at the top, which you didn't make it up to, sadly. And then the cool waterfall as well.
I've seen many views in my life.
That's why our legs are still somewhat muddy. It was just like awful. It was so much mud. Taylor gave up about like 600 meters from the top because he was just so done with it. It was
I was like, the mud was, yeah. I was like, bleh.
So he could have made it another 600 meters, and it was probably the least muddy of the entire hike. And you just went back down 600 meters from the top.
I mean, that's why I'm a half glass full kind of guy. I don't really complete everything completely. I always leave a little bit at the top so I can come back and finish it. I'm kind of like that guy. Obviously, it's, I mean, depending on your, I don't know. But, what? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I got exercise in. That's what counts, really.
You don't care about the beautiful view at the top, looking over the valley, seeing the ocean.
Everywhere we look is a beautiful view.
That's fair.
Right behind us, beautiful view of the cityscape of
Waikiki.
downtown Honolulu.
Waikiki.
The ocean right here.
Which is really cool.
The waves, surfers, the boats, just everything. I think it's just a whole
there's
big
even a
view.
parasailer out there.
Yeah. And like, it's just gorgeous.
Yes, this is definitely the most beautiful like area that I've ever been in, or at least it depends on your like standard. But I've been to like really cool castles and stuff in Europe and stuff like that. But it's just like objectively beautiful.
I think
it's awesome.
Since I've have the most experience here in Hawaii.
Sure.
I honestly, so my opinion, I like Maui so much better because
that's what I've heard people say.
Honolulu, to be honest, is not. I think you shouldn't be going here for a vacation because downtown is sketch. It's just, it's not as, obviously it's a typical downtown center, so it's like, it's typical of what downtowns usually have.
Mm-hmm.
You have there's sketchy parts of town, but there's also good parts of town, like this park we're in right now.
Yeah.
So I prefer Maui just because it's a smaller island, obviously, not as big as of a population. It's very low key. I don't like the hustle and the bustle of a city. I'm more of like out in the countryside, like Maui is kind of. Lahaina is really cool because Lahaina is like, it's a town obviously, but it's not as big as Honolulu, Waikiki. It's not as big as that. It's not as big.
It's kind of crazy.
It's low key. It's small enough where you could walk from one end to the other in like a couple hours. It's like, it's where and you don't have to worry about like getting mugged or something, so or getting,
What's kind of crazy is Waikiki and Honolulu is only like, it's a pretty similar size town to the entire Spokane, like Spokane proper. It's kind of crazy to think about that, even though it's just like way more busy feeling and like, I don't know, it's just more hectic.
Mm-hmm.
And like Spokane Valley's just chill and like suburbia.
Downtown Waikiki, Honolulu, like reminds me of downtown Spokane too much because the homeless and
there's a lot more sky rises here.
Yeah, but obviously
high rises.
Obviously, it's just. Everywhere you're gonna find homeless people. It's a shame.
Really complaining about the homeless people.
No, I'm not. I'm just pointing out the problem. I'm just fixing, like, putting a light towards the problem of homelessness. But anyway, reminds me of Spokane because it's just a big city, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Spokane's not a big city.
Not a big city, but
But this feels more like a big city than Spokane used to be.
But even, we're on an island right now, so it has to be, limited to how it can be, how big it can be.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about, Taylor?
No,
Any topics?
I saw, a couple days ago we were here and we went swimming and I saw 2 turtles, so that was cool. We went boogie boarding. John, I think, went surfing.
Oh, well, we tried to go surfing. The waves were absolutely crap. We couldn't. Only one person out of the 5 people that tried was able to get up for any amount of time, and it was just like, it was one wave. It was one wave that was good enough to ride. It was awful. It was awful time to surf, especially since it was the first time for everybody there except one, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we tried to surf.
And, yeah, it's really cool. I really have enjoyed the trips thus far, but, yeah. What about you? Any last words?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, I can never get tired of this view. I wish I lived here.
I
But
don't.
honestly,
I don't like the hot that much.
honestly, I would probably be living on the streets knowing how expensive it is. But I think
we were looking at like tiny houses that are like half the size of like my house. And my house is not huge, and they were 1.28 million.
Some of them were like 2 million, and they're like
And
almost
it's
they're
half
almost
the size
like
of my
duplexes.
house. It's crazy.
I mean, I think it all comes down to like expenses, maintenance, because we're obviously salty air, salt water. Does a number on
the
it.
demand of wanting to live in Hawaii is
Yeah.
pretty high.
And
especially
obviously,
retirement people
you
and
have to
whatnot.
ship everything from the mainland.
Yep, everything's imported.
So it's a lot of things are more expensive than back on the mainland. So if I had the chance, I would. Maybe for a year at least.
Well, thanks for listening to episode number 5.
Yeah,
of
wow,
Taylor's
we've gone to
Tidbits.
5.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I mean, like, our colleagues over at Thriving only made 1, so
Yeah.
And this is episode 5. This is the 6th one that we made because of the pilot episode. But thanks for listening to our
thank you.
episode in Hawaii. Just enjoy this beautiful view behind us.
And
It's
just
obviously awesome.
yeah,
Yes, join our Discord server. I'm sure the link will be in the description. We're gonna try to, I'm gonna try to have an event or 2 on there that's like separate and exclusive to that. And I think that we're going to have a bit of like a trailer or like a preview or like funny moments on the Instagram. I think we're gonna try to do that at some point in the next month. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think we're out.
yeah.
See ya, kiddos.
Ka-chow.